This is the Off-Grid Knives Backcountry Blackout. This was a gift from my father for Christmas this year, and he really enjoyed the interview with Carrie from Off-Grid Knives, and decided I'm gonna get my boys some Off-Grid knives. He got one for me and one for my brother. I consulted with him on what to get my brother, and I believe he's quite happy with it. Got him a folder. But this is mine, and it's the Backcountry. And before I get into the knife, let me just say this is a great Kydex sheath. It's got great fit. I love how it locks in there. But when this is clipped to the belt, it draws out easily. You're not tugging and tugging and tugging, but it just has great fit. They hit that magical sweet spot with this Kydex sheath. So that being said, let me show you the knife. So I fell in love with this blade. Really, this is what drew me to this knife, that recurve blade, that beautiful double recurve blade. I've seen this on other knives, and each time it gets me. And each time it's presented in a slightly different way, like the Marlowe Squale. A lot of Marlowe's knives have like this sort of recurve on two surfaces, and just gives the blade a very elegant look, but you also know it's going to be wickedly effective in whatever you're going to use this for. This is for outdoors. Oh, by the way, this is a hollow grind and very thin behind the edge, so you're not going to be batoning this, but you can use this. You can use this outdoors for a lot of different things. But here's where I get to this is the conundrum for me about this knife, because you have this beautiful blade, and then you have this really nice, big, chunky, serviceable handle, which is great for gripping down hard on and doing lots of work. But that blade, to me, since I'm not outdoors gripping knives hard and doing lots of work, and I think of them more as things I like to carry around, and fixed blades I like to carry in the waistband, in the small of my back, or just, and tuck away. This handle is too big for that. So I'm almost feeling like I need to get a second one of these and experiment with grinding it down and making it smaller, so it doesn't poke into my love handles, and so it's a little more contoured and a little more heighty, a little more tuck away friendly. And I'm not going to do that to this, because this is a gift from my dad, A, and B, I love this model in its pristine state as it is right now, but that blade, something about that blade leads me to believe this would also make a really great kind of concealed carry knife if I were to do that. And not for nothing, I was gonna say you could sharpen that swedge, and I suppose you could. It would be pretty oblique, but I think I might try it. I think I might get another one of these and try it, and if I do, of course, I will show off the process here. But what I would do is take off just right after this screw, take off that and round it, because I notice when I sit in a car with a knife in the waistband, if it's not rounded, and if it's too long a handle, it'll start poking into my short ribs there. So maybe something like that, and then scoop out a finger choil there, and have something small and grippy. Anyway, I'm very impressed with this knife, and I love off-grid knives. Here it is with the Black Stallion folder, also a workhorse and also stylishly designed. This one, I have the Scorpion, which I carry a lot. It's a titanium frame lock of the same design, not of the same design as this, also designed by Carrie. This has the broad handle, kind of like this has a broad handle, and it's really meant for work, hard work, or toting around just to look cool, because it's got great action, and a D2 blade, and it's like a mid-height flat grind, but it's such a broad blade that it's still thin behind the edge. So very nice, sharp, slicey knife. Let me show it with a couple of other knives. Here it is with the Temperance by Spyderco. I'm gonna bring it in with fixed blade knives of the same size in my collection, and for the same relative use outdoors. This is definitely an outdoors knife. It also looks kind of like a chef's knife to me, with a extremely comfortable ergonomic handle. The Temperance, I believe, yeah, Temperance. Here it is with a SOG Seal Pup. So this is more resonant with how I would want to use this. A little more tactical, you know. This one rides in my everyday carry backpack. Let's see it. Here it is with the Tex Creek by Tops Knives. This is an actual outdoors knife that gets actual use in my panoply. This is a great knife. Use your shit, man. Look at that, bro. Yeah. You will not see that on this. I'm going to keep that pristine. Here it is with another off-grids fixed blade, the Alpha Dog. Another another beast of a knife, but I mean, look at that. That's a chunky handle right there. That's a handle you can hold on to all day long. A couple more knives and then I'm out. Here it is with the Condor Camp, what is it called? The Camp Lore, L-O-R-E, like stories. Camp Lore. Same kind of size, same sort of area, but I mean, look at this. This is all black. This is all curvy and recurvy, and something about this doesn't say only outdoors. Like I joked before, I call it the back alley because it's the kind of knife you'd want on you in the back alley. Here it is with the Buck, what is this? The 116, I think. A classic outdoor knife. This knife, I need to spend more attention on this knife. This is a really, really cool knife. Also a big chunky handle. I always thought the handle on this was maybe a little too chunky, but never was moved to modify it. I don't know how this material reacts to the rudimentary machinery I have, and I wouldn't want to burn it out or anything. Okay, so finally, here's the off-grid knife with the knife that's been in my wife's survival pack ever since 2006, I think. This is the Cold Steel SRK. Now you're kind of getting into slightly different territory with both of these knives. I mean by that longer, and you know, this is a little bit more outdoorsy to me. This is a little bit more survival-y than this. This to me is light outdoors and other, perhaps tactical uses. Okay, I know. I hear your eyes rolling just about as loudly as my daughters do. Great knife. All right, everybody. This is me going on and on about a knife I haven't really used much. I haven't used this at all, to be frank. But that's the case with most of my fixed blade knives. This is there to be in the collection and to be carried, and hopefully never to be used because, well, I'm not carrying it at the campsite. I'm carrying it in the car and that kind of thing. So, off-grid knives, backcountry. Get you some.